But he's at the table, and a couple of good shots, and these reds are nicely spread for a sizable contribution here.
Obviously doesn't like the angle on the brown, so the green's easy enough pot, but more difficult, of course, to control the cue ball over the distance. Needs to get back on the reds. That needs to run. That was very well played. Yu Peng is 21 years of age. It's his first time on tour. What an achievement to get to the Crucible on your first year on tour. He's pretty low down in the rankings. He hasn't set the world on fire, but now's a good time to do it. Certainly light in the match, John, isn't he?
Yes, it's always amazing. You never know how anyone's going to react the first time at the Crucible, but he looks comfortable enough at the table, and this is an excellent chance now. Play for the pink to the right middle.
17.
I don't know why he didn't play that a little bit firmer, just to nudge the black and the red away from one another. But anyway, he's on the pink. That's the main thing. As you can see, as we look there, and we can play this, the black is now available into this right corner pocket. Well, he's on it, but he didn't want that cue ball so close to the side cushion. A little bit of pressure on this now. With a straight shot like this, there's not a lot you can do. You can only just roll the ball in. Now, if you can just roll it in and automatically get position on a red, which appears likely, then all well and good. But as I say, a little bit of pressure, just rolling it across the nap.
Sure.
Well, he rolled it in. He's not what you'd say perfect on the next red, but he's certainly got a red to the left middle, which if he pots, he'd be automatically on the pink. Just a couple of good pots away from clinching this frame, the way the balls are. And that would make Mark Allen think dropping 3 behind again.
That's a good pot. His cue stays still, and then he pulls it back and hits quite quickly, doesn't he? It's very unusual action, very effective.
Yeah, he's a pointer, isn't he?
A pointer.
He points the cue. As long as you push it through straight.
39.
Don't get any unwanted side on the cue ball. I think he'd be very disappointed now if he doesn't clinch the frame at this visit.
46. $47.
Doesn't really look if he's going to make a mistake. And you see his action, and then it takes a bit of time, and then he hits the ball and he pulls the cue backwards again. You may be able to see that again. He pulls the cue back towards him after hitting the ball.
54.
May not do it on this shot, but it does when he's playing with spins.
55.
So this black will put the frame well and truly out of the reach of Mark Allen. Face it. 61 ahead, just 51 remaining, but not for long.
$63. $68. $69.
Very efficient.
$75. 76. $81. $83.
It shows highest break of the match now. His previous highest was 70. That was in the first frame. A clearance he made there.
86. $90. $95.
This will be nice. The first century in the Crucible for this young man. Hasn't he done it in style? The big screwball finish. 108 clearance from Yu Peng. More importantly though, it takes him 3 frames in front again at 7 frames to 4.
Yes, he appears to be increasing in confidence out there, doesn't he? And what do you notice specifically about his technique, Steve?
Well, I do think he's a player that probably has at some stage been coached or has studied the game. And one of the clues, and I may be wrong because it's hard to see from a distance, you'll notice on his cue, around his bridge hand, he's got about 12 inches up his cue, he's got a little mark.
Okay.
And it's one of the things you would do to try and make sure you haven't got too long a bridge or it's the right distance away. Because if you've got your bridge a long way away from the cue ball, then you've got too much waggling at one end. So some of the players want to get a shorter, slightly shorter bridge. I've noticed just a mark on his... It may be just an accident of a mark, but it looks like it may be.
Worrying times for Mark Allen
Very
at this
much
point,
so.
Willie.
I mean, I thought, to be honest, the way the Chinese lad finished the session, I thought he might be a little bit nervous today, but anything but. He's just played the first 2 frames, very good snooker, and Mark Allen now has it all to do. I mean, I wouldn't say that Mark Allen's out of the match yet, but I think he needs to win at least one of the next 2 frames, otherwise he will be.
We did see yesterday when he was 4-1 up, I think I mentioned it earlier, that he seemed to have a quick glance at the score and get the wobbles at that point. And I just wonder how much the pressure starts to become magnified the closer towards the winning line you get.
Well, it does, but